What's up, everybody? This is Dave from Steel City Drones Flight Academy. Today we're in Fort Myers, Florida, training some corporations down here. And I wanted to take some time to answer some questions that were getting submitted. A lot of these questions are very similar and frequently asked, and I thought that answering them in a video format will definitely help a lot of different type of people. So this is a really good question that I think a lot of people will benefit from. And the question goes as this. I'm a recreational flyer. When I use the Before You Fly app, there are areas where it says good to go, no advisories, stay alert. But underneath that message, it lists heliports and how far I'm away from them. Does this mean I'm not allowed to fly there? Because the distances are all under 5 miles and there's no way to use LANs to get authorization. These rules are very confusing, unfortunately. So, thank you for that question, and I'll be glad to answer that. First off, you'll see a couple videos on the screen here that you'll see that I really highly recommend everybody take a look at when you have these type of questions. They go over a lot of these things in detail, but we're going to add this as another video to help you out even more. So the answer to that question would be, you do not have to worry about heliports in relationship to FAA authorizations. Now, technically, an airport is, by the FAA, defined as any area a manned aircraft can take off and land from. So technically, they are airports. However, it relies on if they're in controlled airspace or not. And even if they are in controlled airspace, you do not need to get authorization for that heliport area, but you need to get just for the controlled airspace alone itself, not even taking in a hospital or a heliport into consideration. So what does that mean? What's the easiest way to understand this? So on our screen, you'll see the master FAA website where you simply go in there and type an address in where you want to fly in the upper left-hand corner. And once that populates, you'll see it's really zoomed in. So just zoom out a couple clicks on there and keep clicking out and see if it lands on a UAS facilities map. If it does, see what the grid says. It says it'll either have a 0, a 50, a 100, a 200, or a 400. That represents the maximum altitude that you can fly. Now, if you're not in controlled airspace and it's not in a it's not landing on a UAS facilities map, you're good to go. If it does land on a UAS facilities map, which you'll see very easily, then that means the area you want to fly is in controlled airspace. So that means you definitely have to get the FAA authorization for that area. Let's talk about a heliport outside of controlled airspace. You do not have to notify the hospital or the heliport operations, and you do not need to get permission from the FAA. But what you should do is be very vigilant in respect to being able to properly yield to manned aircraft. So let's say you are flying near a heliport. A very good idea for you to do would be to bring a visual observer with you, and that way they could be scanning all around for you for helicopters. Let's say right here you're flying out this way. Your mission is flying out this way. The heliport is over that way. Now, from the sides, you're very limited on you're going to be able to see. But if you have a visual observer, they can be your eyes and ears around your blind spots. And believe it or not, helicopters can come up very easily, very suddenly, quickly, out of nowhere, and they could be on you very quickly without you knowing it. So that's our best way to be able to mitigate that risk, is to have a visual observer when possible. But as far as an FAA standpoint from UAS drone rules and regulations, you are not required to report to them or get permission from them, either the facility itself or from the FAA. All you have to worry about is controlled airspace. And that site that we're putting on there If it lands on a UAS facilities map, that means it is controlled airspace and you do need authorization before you fly. So I hope that answers the question good. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks again. If you like this video and like to see more free videos in the future, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And while you're at it, if you're interested in free lessons on how to fly drones, discounts on drone equipment, discounts on insurance, or access to our exclusive drone video library, check out our website, steelcityflightacademy.com.